Okay, but if a woman says to you that she wants to give you a hand job or a blow job, first of all, that just in and of itself, to me, means I want you and I want to make you happy and I want nothing out of it other than I want sex to be good for you, which means she actually really fucking likes you. Because for me, I don't even give men blowjobs unless I love them. That's actually um like when you and I were intimate. I think it was the second time we were intimate that I ended up doing that. But the first time we were intimate, I knew that I loved you. But that's why I wait. So, and this is why I wanted to do the sex talks for teenagers, because a lot of young women are not getting that talk from an older woman. Like mine was from my grandmother and my mom, because my mom was very open about the fact that she had premarital sex and it's wrong, which personally, I don't believe premarital sex is wrong. I also don't believe that you have to test it before you marry it. I think that if you meet somebody and you see a reflection of your soul in them, and you know for a fucking fact that you are gonna like the Dakota thing, which I know that is hard on you, but it's not hard on me anymore. And the reason it's not is that he chose someone else even after I chose him. So for me, that was the stop bitch moment of Robin, your soulmate is a piece of shit. Do you want to be tied to him eternally? No. That's why it was easy for me with the second baby to just let it, let the IUD take care of it, because I was like, if you love me that much, but it's more important to you to go put your dick in something, then no, you ain't it, even if you are my soulmate. But the resonating when we met each other, and the fact that both of us, which by the way, when he told the story, he said the same thing. He said as soon as I saw her, I had to, his was like this. He had to hold himself up because he felt like the floor shook. And the girl who was there who introduced us said it felt like the house shook. We all felt it, that this was a moment of divine, importance, in the sense that that's what it's like meeting your soulmate. It's a resonating boom. And it's simple and it's beautiful and it's, oh, there you are. And like I've said to you, that I don't like being touched, and you've experienced that. There have been times where I don't want to be touched. And my first thought when I saw him was, I want to climb up on his shoulder and sit there like a spider monkey for the rest of my life. And I remember, and like we both appreciated and loved it. However, when he wouldn't give me what I needed in the sense of space, because he didn't want to lose it, it really confused me, because it was it to both of us. And that's another thing. We both felt home where we had never really felt home before, especially in meeting somebody. We had both lost that sense of home when his parents got divorced, and for me, it was when my grandmother passed away, because she was my main caregiver. So, and I'm sorry that it hurts to hear it, but like that's the last time I think I'm ever going to say it, and it's only because we're recording right now, because there's something to telling people about that, because young people need to know that first of all exists. And I've met other people who for men, by the way, it's I love hearing men talk about it, because theirs is so simple. She was wearing a black shirt, gray sweatpants, her hair was in a messy bun, and she didn't have any makeup on, and she looked like she was about to go to sleep. But something about it made me feel like this is my home, wherever this is. And that's beautiful. And Trevor told me that. And it was like, his was at a party, and he said, ended up kissing that night. And as soon as I kissed her, I knew that was the woman I wanted to be with for the rest of my life, no matter what. And whatever it took, I was going to do it. They ended up getting pregnant the first time that they had sex, even though she was on birth control and he wore a condom. And they didn't make it work. I don't know why. Her name is Misty. He would call her baby mama all the time. The way he would say it always bothered me. And it was probably because he was flirting with me and I started to like him because he wanted to be with me. But every time I heard him say baby mama, I was like, and that's probably why you make that face every time I say his name, and I won't say it again. So you're doing the giggling thing because the camera's on you. So it's a beauty in it. There's a sadness in it. But I've accepted the fact that he chose someone else because to be with your soulmate is drama. That's something that I have, and I felt my mic just drop that moment. So yes, it is a force that is so beautiful. Everybody on earth goes into primal instincts and thinks, I want that with someone, and the with someone's in parentheses, I want that, so I need to destroy it. Because they don't understand that what they're seeing in front of them is possible for them too. They just have to be patient. So they perceive that as, I want that, I have to destroy it. Females actually are the ones who think that. Males usually, I want that, I need to get to know her. Does she have a sister? Almost all of his friends, when he and I started doing really fucking well, would be like, how many sisters do you have? And I was always like, they're all married. Sorry. Actually, I would say they're all taken. Rebecca is married now. So all of them are married, and now I'm single. So that's like, but I'm married too, actually. So there you go. I'm married times two, and you don't even care. So I'm going to stop this video because, sorry, this isn't Sex Games, and I love that I have 7 people watching right now. I have to change the name of it because this one's more about soulmates. Because even though you are not my soulmate for my generation, like I said, I had to go up because I'm way too mature for all the people my age. But and I get to be a grandma now, so that's like way better. And I love you. I love you to death, and I would never have it any other way. But had I met you in that moment in my dining room and Dakota was still on the table, I would have missed it. I would have asked you about the bracelet. And when you said, I'll show you, I would have said, thank you. That's very nice of you. But I would never have even considered you as that. And when you had texted me, I never would have said pussy. I never would have flirted with you. And this moment wouldn't be happening. But that's how I know that I had moved on, is that when you called me silly girl and I giggled for 3 days over it, I was like, what do you think you meant? And Dad was like, were you acting silly? I was like, no. He was like, then he likes you. And I was like, nuh-uh. And he was like, what is wrong with you right now? Because you're acting like a fucking child. And I'm like, nothing. It was like, silly girl. And, it still feels good, even when you're, a grown-up in your mid-20s, possibly teenage years. I can get away with 18, right? All right. Now there's 9 people. Sorry, this wasn't the Sex Games one. I'm about to do another one, though, so stand by.